Yo, what's going on? What's going on, man? It's your boy KPN Trades, and y'all know what time it is today, man. If y'all read what's really going on, man, this strategy is 95% profitable on NASDAQ and US30. The reason I say that, check, give me a second. Because today what we're about to do, because today what we're about to do, chat, is we're about to go through a selected week that I picked. A previous week, we're going to replay the entire week and see how much money we can make off these trades at the time that I enter the trades, right? So whenever I enter the trade, you feel me, which is around 9:30, we going to get in the trade actively from a week prior to now. No, we just picking a random week. Let me take that back. We picking a random week, and we're gonna get in a trade and see how much money we can make off of the strategy that I say is 95% profitable. So that's what we're gonna do, man. Give me a second to make sure everything's set up. So that's what we're gonna do, man. Give me a second. All right, so that's straight. No, we just picking a random week. Let me take it. All right, that's straight. All we good. So what we're about to do right now is go ahead and get into it. Trying to wait for some people to get in here, but it'll be all right. We're going to go ahead and just start the trade off right here. So let's get everything cleaned up here. Already they got my setups previous made right here, so we're going to go ahead and this is a week later right here. So we're going to go ahead and click on this, and we're going to remove all. Remove all of that. Click on this twice, and we're going to remove all. So here, this is what we're going to do, chat, on two contracts, right? On two contract sizes. This is what we're going to do. Hold on, give me a second. So right now on that side is 929. We're going off a week prior. So what we're going to do is, give me a second. Was on the line. We're going to draw our strategy. I told y'all I'll find the floor and the ceiling. Right now, our account balance is at $0. As of right now, it's at zero. Our account balance is at $0. Listen to me. If you are new in here, please go and subscribe. If you want to learn how to make money fast and the quick way, and have a secure strategy to beast these markets, be sure to subscribe to KPN Trades, man. We do this every day. We're live Monday through Friday. We practice on the weekend, so we want to go back over what we did for the week, and if not, show you guys how you can get some profits off using this strategy here. We're also live horizontal, so if you want to see the full screen of this, if you're watching vertically right now, just go to the page, man, and go to the second live that's live right now, and you can watch this live. So, but right now we're going to get into this strategy. You want to make sure that y'all can see right here. Make sure that y'all double tap the screen for me. All right, so right now, this is where we're at. I want to zoom in, so we're going to go ahead and do full screen here. Boom. Get all of that extra mess out the way. And we're going to take live trades, y'all. We're going to take live trades. That's what we're going to do. All right. So we found our floor and our ceiling, and this is based on what we get in and get out at. And then we get in based off the momentum push, right? So boom, we found our ceiling here, which is here, and our floor would be here. This, your ceiling and your floor is support and resistance, right? That's what we're looking for. So this is what we're going to do. Let me draw this out. From here to here. We're going to make them even. Boom. Get in. I'm going to make this to where y'all can see it. I'm going to make it visible. And then what we're going to do is we're going to trade and see how much money we can make off this strategy. This is practice, y'all. We practicing. I just want to show y'all. I'm tripping. I just want to show y'all, you know, that this strategy is profitable. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to go in, click apply. We're going to make that the way y'all can see it. We just found our floor and our ceiling based off the setup, right? And there's other ways to get in. There's other strategies, but this strategy works the best to me. And I'm not saying all. I gotta make this a little thicker. And this is why we're live. So if you want to learn this strategy, man, come on, man. Register, bro. There we go. All right, chat. So what we do is we finna get in right now. All right. Market hit. It's about to be 9:30. Everything's speeding up pretty fast. And what we want to do is get in when it's time. Whenever we pass a certain area to see how much profit we can make. Boom. It went in for a sell right here. But we got to be careful because we wanted to enter. Let me slow it down just a tad bit. That way it ain't moving too fast. All right, so we want to get in. We want to be secure when we get in there because we want to make profits. Win or lose, we're going to subtract. So boom, market's moving. And what we want to do is get in upon the breakout, right? So it's breaking out like it want to sell. But we got to be sure. This is how you real time trade. But we gonna make real time profits. Do me a favor, everybody, double tap the screen. All right, we in for a sale right about now. It wouldn't let me do it. It wouldn't let me do it, chat. But this is where you would get in at. This is where you would get in at. I don't know why. It's probably because it's counting the day. I was trying to get in and show y'all can make some real profits. But right here, chat. Right in here. You would have made some money. All right. So why was it rejected though? Let me see, chat. Let me see something. What day? I picked a good day. But right there, as you can see, it broke out. You would have made money. I don't know why it's rejecting the order. Let me go back and try something. Hold on. And we'll come right back to this. Hold on. Give me a second, y'all. It was the 18th. We're gonna keep it like this because I'm pretty sure I can get in and trade like I want to. Hold on, chat. We're gonna start it from right here. Let's go to this. Boom. And same thing, chat. Same trade. This is what happens when it's live. I'm just showing y'all how profitable y'all could be. You should never really ever lose. You should always be profitable when it comes to doing this. Let me just. Okay, let me get in right here, chat. So we ain't gonna count that. Cool. I know what it was. I put the thing at $0. And what we'll do is we'll exit this position. And we won't count that. But I'm gonna show y'all right quick how much money y'all can make just off of these strategies, man. Right as it break through. This is live. Who we got in the chat? What's going on, Julian? So boom, right there. We're gonna get in here in a second. Like I said, I wanted to slow it down about 250. I want y'all to kind of get kind of a real feel of it. So boom, as it breaks through, we gotta be safe with it. So boom, as it breaks through, don't show this again. Get in. Just want to show y'all how profitable y'all could be, right? And we gonna calculate everything we make from this. We got to be precise with it, too, because you see how much you can lose for real, too. All right. So as we in, boom, right there. We up $500, $1,000. We going to exit. Exit. Boom. So now we up $986 is what we made off of the trade on the 18th, right? You should always be profitable. This is profitable 95% of the time. Remember that. All right, cool. So now that we traded for the day, we've made it what we want to make. Off the breakout strategy, the floor and the ceiling, boom. We're going to exit out of this. We remember to put in 50, 90, 90, $986 is what we made in total. So what I'm going to do is get out of this, and we're going to go to the next day. We're going to go to the 19th. So right now in total, we got 986, right? So boom. We're going to go to the 19th, 927. We get in around 930-ish if it looks good. So we're going to put 9, we're going to put 50. 86 was made. So 986 was made off of that trade. And what we're going to do is we're going to go from here. Boom. All right. Now, so now we're on to the next day, right? It's in the morning time. Make sure y'all can see this. Let's see. So boom, it's in the morning time. Market's moving pretty heavy. Let me go ahead and pause this before 9:30 hit. All right, so what we looking at? We on a 15-minute chart, right? What are we looking for, chat? What are we looking for? What are we looking for? Our support and resistance, which would be what? Our floor and our ceiling. Our ceiling and our floor. So boom. Check this out. If you bullshitting on the weekend, ain't studying these markets, it's the why you keep fucking losing. You got to go back and see what you did wrong. So, like I say, if you in here now, double tap the screen for me. Boom. We found our floor and our ceiling right here. Boom. We got our ceiling and we need our floor. Now we found our floor. All right, and I'm gonna make it to where y'all can see it. I need to preset these. That's what I need to do. So boom, we got our floor, we got our ceiling and our floor. Should internally be here. All we waiting to do is for this to pass a certain area. I'm gonna say it again. All we're waiting for the markets to do is break through a certain area, which would be our floor and our ceiling. Once it breaks through the floor, we get in. Once it breaks through the ceiling, we get in and we get out. Right? You should never, ever not be profitable with this strategy. It is very, very simple. We don't overthink over here. We're not going to overdo it. What up, SC Panther boy? So you want to make money? So right now, chat, we've made $986 off this account, right? $986. So this is what we're going to do. I got to make it to where everybody can see it. Let me zoom in. I don't like them bars in this shit, bro. Let me, that's what it is, full screen. There we go. All right, so everybody make sure that y'all can see good. We got to make sure that my demonstration is good over here on the other end where we live at. So boom, all we wanted to do, chat, is to break through, right? So right now, as of Monday, we at 986. Now we're on a Tuesday. Same method. 9:30 a.m. is when we get in right now. On Tuesday, it's 9:28. These are replays, though, chat. This is a different week. What we're doing is picking different weeks, and we're just trading the entire week to see how much we can make within that week, right? So, boom, 986 was made, and if you're trading off a prop firm, that keeps you well intact with what? The 35% consistency rule, right? So, boom, we can't make over 1,050 in order to get a payout. Our goal is to make $3,000 while trying to stay in that 35% consistency rule. But check this out. We need 5 profitable days of $150. You got 2 rules. You gotta make sure that you hit the 35% consistency rule and don't go over that while you're trading up to $3,000. And then after that, or before that, however you want to put it, you need 150 profitable days of trading, which you're gonna get that anyway. So we really don't even count that. We just got to stay within the consistency rule. So boom, ceiling, floor. We just wait for the breakout. Either way, right? So here we go. Let's get in the trade. We found our ceiling and our floor. We checked our news. We didn't see any news around this time, which would be on your Forex factory. So boom, 1, 2, 3. Let's go. Let's wait. Let me turn it down so it can be kind of like realistic trading. And we want to get in once it breaks. As we can see, it already broke. But you got to be sure because of what? It can retrace on you, and we don't want it to retrace. All right. So we want to clean what's name. It's not 9:30 yet. It's 9:29 as of right now. We got a few seconds left before 9:30 strike. So we want to be sure when we get in, hey, this is a secure trade. We really want to make money and then get out. So it's looking like a buy. Boom, we're going to get in for a buy. All right. But you got to be careful because this can happen. See what I'm saying? So right now, chat, we just went up $600. We 780. Let's see if we can push 90. We got to get in and get out here in a second for the retracement happen. We pushing pretty heavy, so we're going to see if we can get about 9 out of this. It's looking like it want to push, but it don't want to go down. So boom, we went over too much. So 1340. 1340 is what we made. So now we went over the 1,050, but it'll be okay a little bit. Your profit target will go up just a little bit, right? So you got to be careful. So as of right now, our equity is $2,494. It's what we made all together. That's as of Tuesday. We needed to get to $3,000, but we got to stay within the 35% consistency rule. Do you see how much money that you can make too fast, right? But shout out TraderFi because they also have a account to where it's no consistency rule. You can make as much as you want to make, right? So this the one that we're trading right now is the one that's funded in one day. I like to trade fast. I like to get in. I like to go ahead and get to the money. That's just me. So as of right now, I'll be damned if somebody will tell me I don't know what I'm doing, right? If you tell me I don't know how to get on these markets and make money, if you sitting around bullshitting, you're lying because listen, it's breakouts. That's all the fuck we waiting on. So as of Tuesday, we're sitting at almost $2,500. $2,500. This is 95% profitable. And the only reason it's not 100% profitable is because why? We tend to get greedy, guys, and we stay in, right? When we should have got out, when we have made what we made. And look at this, it kept going based off momentum. It's only 9:37 at this point. You on a 15-minute chart. So there's no way in hell you shouldn't be profitable. Shout out TraderFi for having a system to where you can go and replay any week. You can go and pick a week from last year and replay it and just make sure that your strategy works. You can replay the markets and actively get in. This is why I fuck with TraderVate and I fuck with TraderFi. You know, I was a big fan of TradingView, but now I'm weighing in on TraderVate and TraderFi right now. So right now, as of Tuesday, the second day to start the week off, fuck the conspiracy theories about I'm not trading on Mondays, I'm not trading on Fridays. Those people don't know what the fuck they doing and they scared of the markets. We're not scared. What we're going to do is be smart and we're going to get this strategy down because what? Because why? When I wake up in the morning, I want to make money and move on with my day. Nobody's making 1,000 in a day. Nobody's making 2,000 in a day from going to work a fucking 40-hour job unless you got a big paying salary. So that's just where this shit at. You know what I'm saying? So right now, like I say, on the real account, we almost at a payout. We should be getting paid out no later than Wednesday of next week, right? So right now we at $24.94. But how much can I make just to secure that 3,000. So now that we've went past the 3,000 mark, right? Now they probably gonna want me to make around 4,000, right? So what we'll do is we'll stay under 1,300 for the rest of the week so we can get the payout. Or I might just show y'all, let's treat it like it's no consistency rule. Let's treat it and see how much we really can make by Friday, right? So here it is. Boom. Tuesday's done. Tuesday's done. We're going to go out. We're at $2,494. So we're going to go back. We're going to move on to the 20th of May, right? Boom. 9:27, same time. And we got to move this up to 294. So 2,494 bucks is what we made already. So boom, we're going to go back in. What did it say? I might have put in too many numbers. Hold on, y'all. 2,494. Boom. I put in too many numbers. All right, so we're gonna start it off. Boom. All right, so as the market's going, before we even get started, it's almost 9:30, chat. What we got to look for here? Pause. We're going to pause the market right quick. And right now, what we got to look for? What are we looking for? What are we looking for? If you want to make money, you should know what the fuck you're supposed to be looking for, right? We're looking for the floor and the ceiling, which could be a little tricky, right? Nah, not really. Boom, it's right here. It's right in front of our face. Let's zoom in on it. It's right here. It's right in front of our face, right? And make sure that y'all can see over here, and we good over here. So boom. We take our horizontal line, and we draw it across the top. We found our ceiling, then we got to find the floor. The floor would be here, right? All right, boom. So we'll move it down. Here's my floor. So what are we waiting on? We're waiting for a breakout. And then what? Waiting for a breakout either out of the ceiling, or we're waiting for a breakout either through the floor. That's it. And like I say, I need a preset. I need to say this. So whenever I click on it, let me just make sure. Let me just remove this one. Let me see if I click on it again, it'll be set that way. Yeah, cool. That way I ain't got to keep changing it. So, what are we waiting on? A breakout either through the floor or the ceiling. We ain't worried about all over here. We ain't doing all of this. We ain't worried about, oh man, what is this trend doing here? We worried about right now. What's happening right now? What can I see right now? What has happened within a time, for me to get ready to get up and get in the markets? You see what I'm saying? So all of these movements right here has happened on the 20th. Every candlestick that you see has happened on the 20th while you were asleep. Now you get ready to get up and the market gets active around 9:30. 9:30, chat. So I want to make sure that y'all can see right here is 9:30. We're going to go ahead and get in. Boom. All right, so we're going to go ahead and play it out. And we just wait for the breakout, baby. We just waiting for the breakout. We got us a sell here approaching. Could it be a sell or could it be a buy? This is why we do this strategy, so we know. Because it'll trick you so many times, like it's going one way and it'll shoot up the other way as you just seen earlier. So boom, there's a breakout. Let me slow it down. 250, we're going to slow it down. We got a few seconds before 9:30. Are we really going down or are we going to shoot back up? But we got to be secure. But I want to show y'all something too. This is a zone here. So boom, it's buying up, it's buying up. Are we going up? Are we going down? You see what I'm saying? Because based off this candlestick right here, you would have thought we were selling. So you get in and the next candlestick take you all the way out. This is why we find support and resistance. This is why. Because you never know which way the market goes. If you never draw this out, you're getting in with a blind eye. And the next thing you know, your account's blown. You don't have no money. And then you got to start from scratch. So now we have to wait because we can't just get in assuming that, hey, it's going this way and it does this. And this is a whole nother day. This is a whole nother day. We're on the 20th now, right? This strategy is 95% profitable. Listen to me. If you don't want to listen to me and you just want to be the ones that copy the trades, then come copy me because you won't lose. If we do lose, it's because we stayed in too long, but I highly doubt that because nowadays I quickly get out. I don't want the markets to take from me as they have took from many others. See what I'm saying? But you just waiting on the breakout. That's it. Again, we've been pump faked by it almost selling and then it buys. You see what I'm saying? So now we have to sit here and wait. Some trades, some days it may take longer than 5 minutes or 10 minutes for the trade to go through. Sometimes it may take all the way up to a whole nother 15-minute candle. But you got to stick it out. You got to stay in it until it breaks what? Through the ceiling or through the floor, which is those lines of previous support and previous resistance. It gets no better than this right here. If you don't know how to do this, like I say, just copy me and eventually you'll start learning. Hey, it's very, very simple. All we're doing is finding the top of the market for right now and the bottom of the market for right now. Around 9:30, where volume likes to push. Now, if we have checked the calendar for news, then we should be well equipped on what's going on, right? Boom, we'll get in for a sale right quick. And we'll get in. And boom. We made another what? What's that? What's that, chat? It went from 2,000 and what? $2,494 to $3,322. So why are you not profitable? I got the best fucking strategy ever. I'm just letting y'all know. Right now, up here, to the right of me, let me get it to where y'all can see for the people that's in here. We are now sitting at 53. Come on, man. Why you ain't profitable? Look at that's easy work. Did you see how quick that shit? You get in and you get out. That's it. Move on about your day. Cause now how much you done made? Come on, man. You gotta be real with me, bro. Y'all gotta be real with me. Y'all gotta be real with me, bro. Hold on, give me a second. You made a little over almost $900. Again. Off simple fucking strategies. Simple fucking movements. Fuck out of here, man. I wish the fuck somebody would say, I don't fucking know what I'm doing. When one of my students I had the other day just banged out $1,500 on one fucking trade. We ain't going with the longest trend. We ain't doing all of that shit. We're not going for that. We getting in and we getting out. So right now what we got to do is we got to leave. So as of Wednesday, we're sitting at $3,322. We're sitting off of a 50K funded account. We're sitting at $3,322. Starting from 50K. And you will tell me this strategy don't work. No, it works. You just got to know when to get the fuck in and get the fuck out because the markets move so fucking fast. You don't want to miss it, right? The volume picks up at 9:30 a.m. on the East. If you're in the West, that's 6:30 a.m. So you need to have your ass up in front of the charts, lining the charts up at least 15 to 10 minutes early. If you are a beginner, you need to be in front of the charts at 9:30 so you can analyze what the fuck's going on. If you're an experienced trader, you should be at the charts 10 minutes before 9:30 strikes, right? So you can make this amount of money and move the fuck on about your day. I wish your motherfucker tell me my shit ain't profitable. Fuck out of here. Boom, this is a re-entry. You can double if this shit breaks through here, you can double it. But right now we ain't in here. We gone. So we gonna treat it how I treat it in a normal day. I made what I made, boom. We on to the next day. So we did the 20th. As y'all can see, the 20th is up here on the date. Boom, where we going now? The 21st is Thursday, right? So now we got to update this to 53. Boom, so now we up to 53. Honey, y'all know what time it is, man. My back, I'm getting tongue-tied. I'm thirsty as hell, to be honest. Forgive me. I'm here talking fast as hell, but where's my water at? Give me a second, y'all. Damn, wife lied and then grabbed the damn jug. I ain't gonna worry about it. We good. But anyway, look. Now, we on the what? And it's 9:28 as of right now. We're gonna pause the market, chat. We're gonna pause the market. Now, here's one that I love. I love to see. Because now you get traders like this. I'm going to show y'all what type of traders y'all see online. All right, I'm going to show y'all exactly what type of traders y'all see online. Watch this. These are the people that y'all watch daily. Oh, look at that line. Oh, it's following the trend here. Such and such. It's guaranteeing me. Listen, chat. This is the shit that y'all see online. And that y'all hear, these are the people that y'all will listen to. This is a perfect example right here. Apply. And we want the line thicker, but we want it white. So apply. And we'll save that as a default too. So if we ever have to use it, we don't. Now, you have people that trade like this, which nothing is wrong with it. Same scenario, basically. It's just with the line drawn this way. If it breaks through, hey, it's a possibility that's gonna keep going down, and you can get out. But you have some people that trade this entire trend. Hey, it's gonna bounce here, and buy up. What? Motherfucker, what did you just say? You don't know that for sure? So people will say boom, 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 which I don't know what's going to happen. I didn't trade this week, to be honest. We on the 21st day of May right now. Boom. And they'll go through, they'll get in right here. They're going in negative, and it may come up through here. So now, instead of sitting for 2 to 3 minutes or the longest 5 getting in and getting out, they wait until what? Y'all let me know. What do they wait until? Until it does what they think it's going to do, right? So if you go based off their analogy and we let the markets run, then we end the trade for a minute because they wanted to stay true to the trend, which nothing's wrong with staying true to the trend because if you go and look at the daily will tell you exactly what the trend is. But the one thing that the daily don't tell you is what's happening right now, right? What's right now? That's 15 minutes. That's 5 minutes. That's 1 minute. Because all the daily shows you is, hey, we're buying up in a trend and it's just buying. So for the people that don't like to wait the entire day or the entire week to trade, now they're forced to have to sit here and go off of what the longest day is saying or the longest week is saying, and they're hoping it's gonna buy up, which in reality, your fucking account ain't gonna give you enough leverage for you to hold until the daily decides to go back up in that trend. That daily can retrace and still be in the buy, and you can lose the entire account. You can lose the entire account. And that's what we do. That's why I'm here. He said, what, the last 2 months, I'm down big all the time. Jack, you need to subscribe then. You need to subscribe then. We can fix that. Jack? Well, my boy say he laughing. So, I mean, it's true though, chat. It's true. And like I say, Jack, if you want to see it on the bigger screen, I'm live on horizontal as well, so you can go over there if you want to, man, and watch it on the bigger screen. But we can fix that because you're down big. This is why you're down big for the last 2 months. Whoever taught you how to trade wasn't true to themselves, right? See, a lot of people have a lot of money and they can get in and wait. Or they can afford a $200,000 or $150,000 account, a funded account. You see what I'm saying? But this is for the people that can only afford something like a $50, $40 account, funded account, which will get you $25,000 to trade with. This is for the people that can afford a $100 account. They can get you what, $50K to trade with, right? But with your down draw, with your max down draw of 2,000 to lose. So whoever taught you to trade was teaching you wrong because of why? They wanted you to follow it trend based. That's not how the fuck this. I watched a trader sit here and do this shit the other day and lose his entire account. Now, I'm not perfect, but I feel like this strategy is. Now, I can show you some ways to lose. On this next trade, I might trade it like a rookie, or I might take it how I see it. Let's try it. Let me let y'all guess. All right. So, let's get in. We're going to go ahead and we're going to remove this bullshit because to me, that shit don't work. I don't give a fuck if this bitch is going at a slant. I don't give a fuck if it's going downhill. You still can find a ceiling and a fucking floor. Y'all done been in them cone houses where shit look like this. Yeah. You still can find a ceiling and a floor. But don't let the markets, just because it's going a certain way, or it's at a slant, or it's following in a channel trend, don't let it fool you of thinking that, hey, I can't find a floor or a ceiling. Yes, the fuck you can. Watch. Boom. Right now, as we look at this trade right here, this is what other traders see. Watch the line I draw. This is what other traders see, which is nothing wrong with it. And then they draw this fucking line. This shit don't even make sense here. They'll draw this knowing that there's no fucking way in the hell this shit's gonna ever break. Right? This is what other traders see. This right here. He said, how are you? He said, on weekends. He said, how are you trading on weekends? I'm not trading right now on weekends, Jack. What I'm doing is I'm trading on, I'm doing a replay. I've just chose a random week, and what Tradeovate and Tradeify allows you to do is go back in and place real-time trades so you can learn your mistakes and see if your strategy really works. And it lets you put in real-time trades. So what I did was go and select a random week that I didn't trade. And we just trade in the week just to show you that this strategy actually works. And I would do this every Saturday if you guys go ahead and subscribe, just to ensure that, hey, make sure we didn't miss anything. And if we did, we can correct the mistakes. This is why I say if you new around here, you definitely need to subscribe. Fuck what people talking about, some ain't no money in these markets, such and such a big percentage of the traders fail. No, they don't. What it is, you were just taught wrong, and that's fine. What I'm going to do is help you see where your floor and your ceiling is, because a lot of people don't know what support and resistance is. Right? That's where we at. That's where we at with this. The words are confusing. What the fuck is a support? To me, anything of this nature could be a support. It touched here. They say once it touched a few times in a certain area, that's support. Resistance is when it touched multiple times. It could be a support. So what if it's done it both ways? Right? Then what? Right here's a true form of support. 1, 2, 3. It touched 3 times this way. So we could draw a ceiling here, right? To me, it's the ceiling. We're going to find the top of the market for right now, the peak of it. And we're going to find the bottom of the market for right now, right? So it touched a bunch here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They'll call that resistance if you don't know what that means, right? It touched a few times in one area, support. It touched a few times in the other area is resistance. But this can flip, right? The top up here, it can touch multiple times, which would turn the top into a resistance. The bottom, it can touch a few times, which would turn the bottom into a support. You know what I'm saying? That's where the confusion is from. So to eliminate the confusion, let's just find the ceiling and the floor. Whenever it breaks through either one, you shoot a gun, you shoot a bullet through the ceiling, it's going to take a minute to fall. You shoot one through the floor, it's just gone. You have to dig it up, right? So this is, I think it's easier to use it this way versus people getting in, because it's very, very confusing. So let's stop with the confusion. Let's remove all of the bullshit and let's get to the strategy, right? So boom, horizontal line. Here's my ceiling right here. What are we going to do? We're going to draw the ceiling. Boom. Where's my floor? Fuck the way it's trending. Where's my floor? It's in here. Or we can do one better. Let's go lower because it's right here. All right. So if you're up, chat, if I can rewind the clock to about 9:20-ish, nothing's past here. Or not, if I get up around 9, I'll say 9, 15, about 9 o'clock, nothing's past this right here. This is your bottom, right? We're still gonna wait till 9:30 to trade, but we're gonna go ahead and draw it out. So boom, what do I see? I see my floor here, which is already broken basically through the floor at 9:28. But volume strikes at 9:30 every day on the East, 6:30 every day on the West. Now that can be choppy shit. I'll tell you, and we got strategies for that too. But look, let's go ahead. Let's play it. I want to go ahead and kind of narrow down the speed here, because I don't want it to go too fast. At least around 250. If I can get 250, 270 work. But I didn't fucking mean to do that, chat. My bad. Let me go back. It's still right there. It's still drawn up for me, so it's saved. So boom, what we're going to do is we're going to wait from here to 9:30 to go ahead and get in off 2 contracts. All right? So it's breaking through. Let's get to 29 and we're going to slow it down. All right, couple more seconds. 29, boom. At 250 is what I like it to be. All right. So we got a few seconds before 9:30 strikes. We could lose this trade or we could win this trade. I told y'all I'm gonna let y'all guess on how I'm gonna trade. Pretty much what happened. You got in thinking it was going to sell early, and then your account is at risk. See what I'm saying? Oh, man, I might tap and hit my daily. You don't want to do that. You don't want to do it. But this is what you want to do. You wait for the break. All right? Right now, it's looking like it wanted to sell.